Hey guys, this is Chris from Dev Coffee, and we're going to be building a Twitch chatbot in less than 10 minutes. The only prerequisites that you'll really need is to install the latest version of Node, which you can do by clicking the link down below, and also installing a text editor. Unless you're really down with Notepad. If you really get Notepad and you have all the shortcuts down, then may God help your soul, because Notepad in 2019, let's get real. It's not a thing. Let's get started. So guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and make a Twitch account for your Twitch bot. If you already have a Twitch account, I definitely recommend making a separate one for the bot. And once you're done with that, go ahead and open up your text editor. And I made a directory called Twitch Chatbot and make a new file called index.js. Once that's done, let's go ahead and initialize this package with npm. That's just npm init. And go ahead and enter through all these options. And this should give you a package.json. And we're going to be installing one library package, which is tmi.js. A nice young man, don't know his name, made this open source library for us to communicate with the Twitch chat client. I will leave a description down below of the documentation. Again, his documentation and everything will definitely cover a lot more than this tutorial will cover. But again, this tutorial is to get us all up and running and started. So let's go ahead and do npm install tmi.js --save. And now what we can do is go ahead and bring that in as that installs. So we're going to do const tmi is equal to require tmi.js. And now the second step is to actually configure our bot. We're going to make a variable called options. And in there, that's going to be a object. And the first property in there will be options debug true. This will make it to when, as our bot's running, we get to see a lot of feedback. In production, you probably want to turn debug off. Actually, I would just leave debug on. Let's just leave debug on. And the next thing is going to be connection. And the cluster will go ahead and be AWS. And I think what was the next step would be reconnect, meaning if it messes it up, go ahead and let it reconnect. The next thing that we're going to do is identity. And this will be the username of your chatbot. So for me, it's called fitchallengebot1. I actually did, the reason why I'm going over this tutorial again is because I had to make a chatbot for my own personal Twitch. And it ended up being really easy and straightforward. And I figured I'd just make a new tutorial for it. And the next property is going to be password. Now you're not actually going to put your Twitch password in here. What you're going to do is make sure that you're logged in through the web browser. And you're going to type in twitchapps.com/TMI. And this will direct you to a screen like this. And you're going to go ahead and click connect with Twitch. And if you're not already logged in, it will prompt you to log in. But I'm already logged in. And it will give us this code right here. You're going to want to go ahead and copy whatever's in the gray box. I'll pull this back over here. And paste it right into the password field. Perfect. And the last thing that we want to do is channels. And this is the channels that our bot's going to connect to when it's run, which is just going to be its Tex-Mex. Now this is my actual gaming channel, so if you guys want to drop a follow, I'm not gonna hunt you down if you drop a follow. That's a nice thing to do. All right, cool. So now we have this pretty much configured. What we want to do now is make a new instance of the TMI client. So to do that, we're going to do a new variable called client, and this is going to be new tmi.client, and we're going to pass in those options. Perfect. So now what we can do is just connect to it. Client.connect. It has this method called connect. And what we want to do is define the different events that do happen. Now, one event that I want it to happen as soon as the bot connects, I want it to say hi to the chat. So to do that, we do client.on connected. And this actually has two parameters, which is address and port. We won't be using these, but it's important to know that those two do get passed in. Client action, and now we put the name of the channel, it's Tex-Mex, and the message that we want it to say to the chat, which is hello, fit challenge bot is now connected. Cool. And honestly, guys, this is really it to get started. We can see that we already on line 20 we connected and we added an event. When it's connected, it will say hi. So let me go ahead and open up my own channel and go ahead and go to your terminal Again, I'm on Windows. I'm not a Windows guy, but it's the only dang thing that I got. I'm usually a Mac guy. So guys, in future tutorials, I will be on a Mac, so don't worry. And you Windows guys are probably happy right now, but rest assured, I'm gonna switch back over to the Mac very soon. Go ahead and run Node, and make sure that you're CD'd into the actual index, which is the Twitch chat bot directory. So you're gonna do node index.js, and this should run. And we can see right here, it actually did connect it and said, hello, Fit Challenge Bot 1 is now connected. That's perfect. Everything's working according to plan. And you might be asking, okay, how do I add commands? You might see in a lot of these different Twitch channels, they have different commands. Well, it's rather easy. We'll come over here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Again, I don't have a lot of this memorized, boys. You know, this stuff I kind of do ahead of time. I don't know all the parameters to the TMI client. So on here, we're going to do client.on chat. So when a chat action happens, it's going to pass 4 parameters, which are channel, user, message, and self. And the one that we're going to be concerned about right now is going to be the message. So if message is equal to @game or @string game, I said I meant exclamation mark game. Then we're going to do client.action. Again, the name of the channel, followed by its Tex-Mex is playing Fortnite. Okay. I'll go ahead and save that, and I'll have to restart my server. So I'll go ahead and just Control-C, and then do a node.index.js. And now if I'm in here and I do exclamation mark game, it will say it's Tex-Mex is playing Fortnite. So now you're able to make these different commands. I've seen a lot of people make different games using this, you know, just basically looking at the chat and seeing what's going on. We can also do something right here. So we'll just say client.action, it's Tex-Mex. And what we'll do is we'll just say, I think we have access to this. Hello, user display name. So we have access to this user object, which on the user object, we have the display name. So if anybody types in the chat, what we expect it to basically say hello and then their username. I'll restart that. I'll just say hello. And I'll say hello Fit Challenge Bot because again, I'm signed into the Fit Challenge Bot, so that's why it's saying that. And that's pretty much it, guys. We can start programming our different apps. I actually made a personal app. It's called Fit Challenge Bot because I wanted to make something as I streamed, I could track my workouts, my cardio, and whether or not I cheated on a diet. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I made. I made it in a pretty short period of time, and I'm interested to see what you guys make as well. I went ahead and CD'd into my 2019 bodybuilding challenge thing. It's a little competition I'm doing with a few friends. And if I do npm start, it'll run the bot. And I'm actually hooked up to a database because I am saving some information. You guys can do that. And if you guys want me to cover that in a future tutorial, I'll be more than happy to. But you can see, hello, I am Fit Challenge Bot. Let's kill it in 2019. And I have a few different commands. The first command is @workout -count. And it'll actually say the amount of times that I worked out this year. And then cardio count 1. You know, I'm not slacking. It's the second. You know, so I'm doing pretty good. I have 1 and @cheated count. And this is how many times I've cheated on my girlfriend. I'm kidding. It's how many times I've cheated on the diet. I don't even have a girlfriend, so don't worry about that one. I've been single for a while, so we'll keep it that way. But yeah, so another thing that I added, so if I wanted to log a workout, let's say I just worked out and I just turned on my stream, I can do @workout. And what it will do is actually go and save a record into a database saying like, I just worked out at this time. And later on, I can make like, let's say 6 months from now, I could say I have like 180 workouts and I get to see when I did them and when I logged them, depending on the stream. And it's a good way for my chat to keep me accountable because if they're saying like, wow, Tex didn't work out all weekend and he cheated like 4 times. All right, we got to unsubscribe from this guy. But yeah, and to show you guys the code, it's really rather simple. I pretty much just made these 2 controllers, which is just add an entry. And this entry could be a workout or, a cardio entry or cheated entry. And let's say I had other things that I wanted in here. I made this in a way to where I could add different counts to it. And then over here, I just have another little method that just gets the count, and it just finds the type and counts it. And the bot is rather simple. And if you guys want me to throw this up on GitHub, just let me know in the comments below. It's really simple. I made it to where the only person that can actually log a workout is me. Later on, I could add functionality to where a mod could do it or something like that. But to do this, I pretty much just said, okay, if I do the ! workout and my username is it's Tex-Mex, go ahead and add that entry. And we can see down here, these are where I basically define the counts. But this is a pretty simple bot, and I'm curious to see what you guys come up with. And I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. There's a lot more tutorials to come. I know that I went on like a 2-year hiatus. I made a New Year's resolution. I'm going to try to do a video every week. Let's see how long I can stick to that. But until next time, this is Chris Pena from Dev Coffee, and I like the harmonica.